Okay, I made 2 different amethyst wraps. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Uniquely Average. It's one of your hosts, Danielle. Today, I am doing a little how-to video. I am going to be wire wrapping some raw, rough-cut crystals, amethyst in particular, though today I am wearing citrine, a wire-wrapped citrine crystal. Very simple, basic. I even have on some of my hair ones. But in the tutorial today, I'm showing you how to very simply wire wrap a rough cut crystal. Super easy, super inexpensive, fun hobby, love doing it. I show 2 different ways to wrap. Hope you dig it. Here we go. There's lots of different ways to wrap them. And I usually just go with the stone. I work with the stone. So I'll use the same technique to do it, but I'll just work with the shape of the stone and do different things. I usually have a front and a back. This would be the front of this one. I wear this one all the time. I also love this one. You have to be careful with these ones. It's very particular because you don't want this to slide back and forth. So it takes a very special stone, the shape of it, so the wire can hold in place. Or you can add a little bit of tiny glue. This is kind of my basic wrap that I do most of the time. This is the back, so I tightened it up a little bit there. That's usually what I put in the back, but sometimes I love the front and the back of the stone so much that I wear it either way because it doesn't really matter. You can wear it however you want. But today I'm going to be wrapping an amethyst. Okay, I made 2 different amethyst wraps, and the importance of them is that I wrapped them in 2 different ways on the bottom. You can see one just has a wrapped strip and one has like a hole, which I think they call a basket. So the important part of this, of showing you this, is that the stone is supported, held, cradled with the wire so that it doesn't slip and fall through. So like this wire wrap here is holding the stone, and then it's wrapped up. And same with this basket method. The point is in a circle in a basket, and so the stone can't slip through it. So that's the importance. This is a very simple wire wrapping project, and this is all you will need. You'll need your wire, which I got this off Amazon. It's very basic, 22 gauge artistic wire. The wire is nice and pliable. It's not too big for the stone. Just depends on your stone. If you had a smaller stone, you might want to do even smaller wire. You don't want the wire to overpower the stone. That's what I used on all of these. It's 22 gauge. It's kind of a good wire to start with. You need your stone, obviously. Then you need some wire cutters, of course. Got these off Amazon too. I'll be linking this stuff. And you need some regular old jewelry pliers. And a bail wrapping stick. A bail wrapping bar. It's what helps you make the loop at the top for your necklace to go through. It's called a bail. And this right here is the bail stick to help us wrap that. And there's different sizes depending on what size of bail you want. So that is all you need to start wrapping crystals. To get started, you need to pull out your wire. I usually start with about 10 inches, which I'm just estimating is about that much. Give it a little snippy snip. You need 2 of those because you're going to wrap the wire together. So I just line them up. Doesn't have to be exact. And I usually kind of just get them lined up nice and tight. Meet them in the middle here because you're going to kind of get the middle going. And you want to be thinking about how you want it to look on the stone. I like to really look at the stone and think about where I want each of my loops to be. I think with this stone I'm going to do something a little unique. I'm going to make it asymmetrical since the stone itself is a little bit asymmetrical. So what I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to do something a little bit different and go straight in the middle. I'm just going to start twisting. To where I have a nice line. You see this crease right here? I'm going to go up that crease. I'm going to put it right here. Fold it over. Again, you don't have to do it a certain way. This is your stone. You make it how you want to. And then you bring those 2 pieces together, twist them, or wrap them. Sometimes I just do it 3 times and just to see how it comes out and how it looks, and then if I need it more, I can do it more and work with it, but I do just a couple wraps to get it going. Then you can push those up. See, it's nice and asymmetrical. I really like that because the stone is asymmetrical. Then you bring those 2 together wherever, and you want to watch where you want them to come together, because I could make them come together over here, I could make them come together over here, but I want it to start going up into the bail, so I'm probably going to center it now. I just did it 2 times there. This one I'm definitely ready for it to be centered, because it kind of naturally centers itself, so I'm not going to fight it. I think I'm going to keep rolling with this in the center too. This was a pretty simple, quick, fast stone. Just like that, we could start making the bale. So I bring them all together, line them up. I personally like them to be a little bit nice. You don't have to. If you like the disheveled look, which can easily go with a raw cut stone. Disheveled works with raw cut really well. So I like to go up far enough to where I know I can make the bale be lined up, because if you did it down here, it wouldn't all be in a line. So I like to go up a little ways and then grab my bale stick. I don't actually know if it's called a bale stick. Bale maker stick thing. And then bring it down and around. And then you're going to want to pinch this together. And then I usually grab these, and bend them up.
Well, Sam wasn't sharing. Mama says you're lying.
So after you get those pinched together, you get your wire. I could have done this at the beginning, but you need a third little wire, which we're going to use to wrap around the bale. It's like 4 inches. It's not expensive wire, so you can be generous with it. And yeah, I kind of go to one end, go up like this, create a little hook. You can hook it around. And then I kind of just grab the little side with the stick and then start wrapping. Your first wrap doesn't need to be super tight. You're just kind of grabbing it all together. And then really start making it tight. And like I said, you can be as messy or as neat as you like, your personal taste. I like my bales to be just a little bit nice. They don't have to be too fancy though. Then you got your bale made where the necklace goes through here. So you don't need this anymore. And then you can just tighten things up. Grab your other pliers. It helps because it can really grab, twist. So now you get your bale wrapping wire out of the way. You've got your 4 bale wires turned up, and I trim these up. Then you take your pliers here and you grab the edge and you curl it up. Then you continue wrapping underneath the quirl. Doesn't have to be a lot. You can just go around 2 times if you want. Then you're going to cut these wires to where they will tuck in the back. So you can get pretty close. Sometimes I unwrap a little and cut where the curve is. Then you can take your pliers and tuck them back in. This isn't perfection because I'm just doing it to show you. So with this stone, because it's asymmetrical, I'm going to do something a little bit different that I don't do to all of them. I have these other pliers here. They're just a different size. You can see the tips are two different sizes. I want one that's a little bit bigger because I'm going to do some twisting to make this look a little different. So I'm just going to pinch the wire and twist it. And it gives it that fun, different design. And I'm just freehanding it where I think I want it to go, which way I want them to face. I'm kind of wanting them to all come inward. You want to do it to the back too, because it helps even up the tightening of the bail. It's just kind of fun and different. And then you can kind of straighten up the bail. And again, it's not perfect because I wasn't concentrating as hard. So I'm just trying to show you how to do it. You see how this wire's sticking out right here? Sometimes that bothers me, and I'll take something and just push it in. So it's flat on the stone. And if you need to straighten things, you can just kind of clamp it and straighten it if something's crooked.
Yeah, very old. Yes, I do. I have that kind of.
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna do another one, but I'm gonna do more traditional, what I usually do. So I got my 22 gauge wire here. Go about 10 inches. Doesn't have to be exact. When you start dealing with more expensive wires, you end up getting more exact because how much wire you use is a lot of money. Match them up. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my third wire ready to wrap the bail. About 4 inches, give or take. Line them up. Find the center. Give it a pull. Sometimes I'll spread these wires out so they're not so it's not crossing over each other. Put them together here. And then I give it a twist. Switch hands. I twist better with this one on top. Get the hole size that I want. Give it a twist. And you'll set the tip of your stone in there. Pull it up. And then you can just start doing it on the stone. Bring the two pieces together, pull it up, do it in the back. Oops. This time I'm just doing one twist because it's going to give it a really light and airy, whimsical feel. Pay attention to where your lines are coming together and make sure they're falling on the stone where you want them to. You just keep bringing the pieces together where you want them. So this is my more usual, typical wrap. Now because I'm showing you I'm off a little bit, I also have my camera a little bit, I'm having to reach so I can get it on camera. It's not as close to me as I'm used to. See, this would bother me. I would have wanted that to be in the center. So for the sake of this video, I'm just going to continue on, but I would have been much more meticulous and careful about where that landed when I was doing my twists and where the wires were meeting up. So you really want to pay attention to that in the process as you go. Luckily, like I said, this wire is not that expensive. So after I'm done with this video, I'll probably cut this off and do it again and make it be in the center. You can't reuse wire because after you untwist it, it's all kinked and messed up. But I would have normally done, it would have been like this in the center. I would have made sure of it. So you can see I would just, this is the same. I would have just continued twisting up the sides and then bringing all the pieces together, curling them over and wrapping my bail just like I did on the other one. But the importance is just showing you how to get the loop going and twisting it and then just having the pieces come together and meeting and twisting them where you want them. Just to show you how to do it. Just to show you how to get started. It's just a basic wrap. That's gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna be redoing this one. There you go. All right, thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned how to do a simple wire wrap, raw, rough cut, crystal, wire wrapped. That is really a mouthful. It's hard to say. Wire wrap a raw, rough cut crystal. If you like this video and you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to the channel and I will be seeing you guys later. Yeah, trying to make videos with kiddos. Not ideal.